Hello, I'm Spectrumdominus, and welcome to Above or Below Disney Animated Movies Episode 1. Now, if this is your first time joining us, make sure you check out the introductory video posted down below in the description. It gives you a feel for how the Above or Below system works, what types of episodes we'll be making, and how this series is going to work going forward. So, for those of you who have joined us, you do know what movies we'll be voting on going forward. And those are Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Saludos Amigos. Now, I've alluded to this in previous episode 1s, including the superhero animated movies that is posted in the description as well, how the videos going forward will be slowly getting longer each time because there will be more videos to rank against. Now, this will be an exception to the rule because of these instructions I'm giving you now. I won't be giving each time. And there are 2 movies that we have to talk about instead of just 1. So this movie will be longer, this episode will be longer, and then second one will shorten up and slowly get succeedingly longer as the number of movies we have to rank increases. But to move this along, let's talk about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Saludos Amigos. Now, first of all, Saludos Amigos is not an animated movie, at least not completely. It is a partially animated, partially live action movie, but not in the same sense of Song of the South or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where the animations interact with live action actors. It's actually live action video and then cut to an animated scene. Had I known this, I would not have included Saludos Amigos. It was on an animated movie list. I wanted to make sure that I had all the animated movies, so I included it and didn't know until I watched it that that's what it was. Had I known, I probably wouldn't have included it, but it's 45 minutes long. I watched it, so I'll rank it and leave it on for now. So I watched Saludos Amigos first. I don't know why I watched Saludos Amigos first, because in theory, I should have watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs first by going through the same logic I used in the previous video. It's on the left and I leave left to right. Read left to right. But I watched Saludos Amigos first, probably because it was shorter and I could get it out of the way. I did not like it. I was extremely bored. It was about the Disney animators getting on a plane and traveling to different cities to learn their culture and their customs and see their garb and be able to draw it using them as actual people living in these cities as models. It is probably a very good video. It is probably something that is very interesting to people wanting to work in animation. I can see its value. But from an entertainment standpoint, it dragged on, and it was only 45 minutes long, and it seemed to take forever. So it was a waste of my 45 minutes. That being said, it's done, and I was able to then watch Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, in the introductory video, I did say I was a little disappointed for these 2 movies to be given to me. I was hoping to see something I either hadn't saw in a long time and loved or haven't seen yet. And to start off with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was what I would have seen if I started in order. Let's watch them all in order. I get Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The website kind of disappointed me in that sense. But it's random and, it's not its fault. So I watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and I was pleasantly surprised. There was a lot I didn't remember about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And not to say that all of a sudden it was this great movie that I wish I had always praised. There's a lot wrong with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in my opinion. But the fact that this is like the first Disney animated movie and the animation is as amazing as it is, if you haven't watched it recently, go back and turn it on. That animation for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the fact that it was back in the 50s or something, that is phenomenal animation. Now, the songs are a little bland in my opinion. I do have some extra aspects of these videos that I'm going to go into in a minute that we're going to do just on the Disney animated movie lists. But for now, I got to say, my major problems with Snow White is not necessarily what a lot of people nowadays. Things have changed, and having this male walk up to this sleeping woman who is essentially considered dead. They didn't know that she would be wakened by love's first kiss. It was a dead corpse that still was in good condition, so he kissed it. He didn't know her. He didn't. That's a lot of people have that problem today. I don't have that problem because I realized what they were going for, and back then it wasn't an issue. So I have no problem with that. My problem starts out with the whole plot was given into us in the form of a storybook, 3 pages in a storybook that flipped, and we learned that evil stepmother, no, not stepmother, she was the queen. Snow White is her child. She's afraid. She's afraid of the day that Snow White's going to be more beautiful than her. She dresses her in rags. She sends her out to the thing, and the day the magic mirror proclaims her more beautiful will be the day that the evil queen decides to kill Snow White. We learn all that in 30 seconds in book form. Way too much story to be given to us in an expositional book form, and now the movie starts. Then, in less than 10 minutes into the movie, now this is an hour and 25-minute movie is the total running time. 10 minutes in, she's already been told by the magic mirror she's not the fairest. Snow White is. She's already called the huntsman to the office, told him to kill Snow White, bring back her heart. The huntsman has already attacked Snow White, failed to kill her, tell her to run away, and she runs through the forest and gets attacked by all the eyes of the animals watching her. She's laying on the ground crying when the animals come up as the 10-minute mark appears. The whole movie has happened through book pages and that. That should have been the movie. That right there should have been the majority. Oh, I forget to mention, she already sang at the well and met, not Prince Charming, because Prince Charming Cinderella, the prince at the well who sang to her before all this. So she met the guy that who's going to save her in the last minute and a half of the movie. The evil queen has already decided she needs to die. The mirror told her so. The huntsman is all in the less than 10 minutes of the movie. Then, from the 10-minute mark through the 1 hour and 23-minute mark. That's how long. So that's 1 hour and 13 minutes of the 1 hour and 25-minute movie is her dancing around the cottage with the 7 dwarfs. That's the whole movie, is them dancing around. Her going and cleaning up the dwarves' cottage, the dwarves digging some diamonds, the dwarves coming home to her asleep, the dwarves deciding she can stay, her giving them dinner, making them wash, them letting her go to sleep in their beds and them sleeping downstairs, them partying the next day together and dancing and in the house before sending them off to the mine. And then the evil stepmother comes and feeds her an egg, feeds her an apple, and she falls asleep. And then the final 4 minutes of the movie, they give us pages of the book again, telling us, hey, she was asleep for a long time. They didn't want to bury her. She's in a casket of glass and gold because she was so beautiful, even dead. The prince has searched for her for X amount of time, and hearing upon this, he came to visit this dead woman. It's just, all the stories seem to be taking place in the book, and all we watched was a few songs of her dancing around with dwarves. And the prince literally kisses Snow White with less than 3 minutes to go in the movie. She hops on a horse, kisses all the dwarves on the head goodbye, and rides off with the prince. That is the final 3 minutes of the movie. This movie does not exist. The movie as itself happens in a total of 10. Let's say the evil queen showing up. So let's say the final 10 minutes. It all happens in 20 minutes of time, and the interior is all filler. 100% filler in that middle of just her and the dwarves playing around. This movie is when I say it's better than I remember, what I mean by that is the animation is better than I remember. The dwarves' personalities are better than I remember. I used to rank the Disney animated characters, and the dwarves would just line up right together because they're the same thing. And they're not. I loved Bashful. I always knew I loved Dopey and Grumpy, but those were to me the only two that stood out. But Bashful was very, very entertaining. Sneezy was pretty cool. Doc, I don't remember Doc not being able to talk and messing up his words every time he tried to say everything. Very well done. Those 4 dwarves were really good. 5 if you include Sneezy. He had some good stuff. Happy and who's the other one I'm missing? Happy and Grumpy, Dopey. Oh, Sleepy. No. Yeah. Happy and Sleepy and kind of Sneezy I could care less about for the most part. Sleepy, Sneezy a little bit. But it showed me that I misjudged the dwarves. So that's what I mean by it's better than I remember. When it comes down to it, though, the movie itself is a horrendous mess. And I think that's why we've seen so many live-action remakes and different tellings, because they left out the movie and they just gave us a bunch of filler, and it needed to be fixed, and it kind of needs to be fixed. I almost feel like Disney should never do a remake of one of their animated movies, except maybe this one, because they left the movie out. So that being said, both of these are going to be on the bottom half of my number grading scale. Saludos Amigos is a 0.5. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs is a 1.5 to 2 maybe. And because of that, you know what I'm going to pick. Before I pick, I'm going to go and show you 2 other things that we're going to get on these videos that's not happening on any other videos. The first one is Disney Animated Movie List. Now, I'm not going to be ranking these on live video because these videos would take forever. There are 300 and something animated characters, and that's growing. I had to add some for Snow White. But here you see, after this, I pulled these Snow White characters and I ranked them. So my current list is Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful, Doc, the Evil Queen, Sneezy, the Magic Mirror, Sleepy, Snow White, Happy, and the Prince. So I've ranked 11 characters so far because that's the only movie I've watched. I didn't want to rank Donald Duck and Goofy just because of their Saludos Amigos appearances. I'm going to wait until there are more characters and I see them in more things. Give Goofy credit for the Goofy movie, stuff like that. So I didn't rank them. I just did this one movie. But as the movies grow, I will add those characters and show you this list as well. And then I also am ranking Disney songs. Now, there are a bunch of songs on this list, but they're not all there. I had to add 3 or 4 Snow White songs that I didn't have. And my song order is Hi Ho is the number 1. And Hi Ho is really not that good of a song. Go back and listen to Hi Ho. They say nothing. It is literally Hi ho, it's off to work or home from work we go. And it's then the whistling, and it's just over and over and over and over. And that's the best song on the movie. So the songs really are weak in this movie. The dwarf washing song and the silly song that the dwarfs, the dancing the next day. Those are the next best 2 songs for me, and those are songs I didn't even know about until I rewatched this movie. I had Hi Ho, Whistle While You Work, Someday My Prince Will Come, and one song, and I'm Wishing, which are literally kind of back to back and considered one song, but I had them split. So the songs that are this is known for are not really that good in my opinion. But there's my rankings. Hi Ho, the Dwarf Washing Song, the Dwarf Yodel Song, Whistle While You Work, Someday My Prince Will Come, One Song, With a Smile and a Song, and then I'm Wishing. So as I get new videos, as this right now is going to give me a new movie to watch, we will not only rank them next time, but before I come on, I will rank the characters from the movie and the songs from the movie, and I'll show you those lists as well. So here we go. Without further ado, for those of you watching and don't remember or watching for the first time, all I have to do is click whichever one I like better, and it will go above the other one, and then it will give us a third movie for me to go off and watch. So here we go. I prefer Snow White over Saludos Amigos. And the next movie I get to watch is Cinderella. Wow. I'm getting bombarded with the original stuff, and that's fine. I'm going to keep going. I really want some Pixar, some of the stuff that came out recently, even some of the 90s stuff that I just absolutely love. But this is probably a good thing to push through these early things like Cinderella and Snow White now, so that I get them out of the way. So I'll see you soon. I will be watching Cinderella. Make sure you check out the superhero animated movie list. The rest of the lists have not been completed yet because I'm still working on them. I have finished listening to some of the music in the American Idol list. I have watched one of the WWE movies. So it's a fluid movie, fluid event, and these episodes will be popping up as I do them. So keep an eye out for that. If you like the video, make sure you click the like button, push subscribe so that you know when the new episodes come up, and make sure you check out those other lists. And we'll see you soon. I'm Spectrumdominus.